Multiple shell casings, 9mm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Ron Jeremy variants dead. Multiple gunshot wounds. Macaulay Culkin's also dead as well. This is classic Time Warrior work right here. Crazy spray, variable tight groupings. 9mm Highpoint carbine's my guess. It's like Ron Jeremy got plowed.
Every 420 years, a Time Warrior is appointed by the Time Guild to lead the charge against the endless hordes of Ron Jeremy variants, forever pressing against the gates of humanity. These vile creatures are held at bay by the Time Warriors themselves. The preferred weapon of the Time Warrior is the Highpoint carbine, chosen for its reliability, accuracy, and devastation in battle. But there was one Highpoint carbine to rule them all. One Highpoint carbine that, in the hands of the wrong Time Warrior, may have been too powerful. An ambitious Time Warrior could have overthrown the High Council of the Time Guild. Such a Highpoint carbine must have been destroyed. Like the competing Hospitaller and Knights Templar of old, searching for the Holy Grail, Task Force 420 and Task Force 69 both searched for the high-powered Highpoint carbine to give their house an edge in the war against the Ron Jeremys, in favor with the Time Guild. But a rogue Time Warrior by the name of Administrative Results, seeing the true power and divisions such a Highpoint carbine could cause amongst the ranks of its allies, took it amongst himself to see that this Highpoint carbine would be destroyed once and for all. On his quest to Mount Goon to destroy the one Highpoint to rule them all, the Talking Balaclava encountered a large force of Ron Jeremys at the pass of Therlarpali. The following battle that ensued cost many lives of the Administrative Result clones. The Talking Balaclava, being left, was forced to bend the knee to a superior Ron Jeremy force. His ear pro was stifling. His flak jacket was heavy. His ear pro was stifling. It narrowed his vision, and he must see far. His flak jacket was heavy. It threw him off balance, and his target was far away. After somehow clutching it at the Battle of Therlarpali, the Talking Balaclava continued up the steep hike of Mount Goon, where he would finally cast the one Highpoint to rule them all into the fire from which it was forged.
Admin, do it! Cast it into the fire! Okay.
There it lay, at the bottom of the chasm, resting for thousands of years until it was disturbed by a new clone of the admin results.
Gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, the Talking Balaclava. Today we're going over technically two things. We're going over a quick look at the Highpoint carbine. It's a quick glance at it. All right, cool, you already saw it. Now we're done with it. Okay, now the main video we're going over is the PL350. What this is an initial thoughts and impressions. I am not a go-to guy for this. And I want to give you a disclaimer. What's my relationship to Modlight? Chances are they probably don't know I exist, and if they did, they'd be ashamed of me. They'd probably lock me away in their basement. Nonetheless, we're gonna take a quick look at it and give you my initial thoughts, opinions, observations. I know it's YouTube and cheesy. I know it's YouTube and cheesy. I say it all the time, but please like and subscribe. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. Also, I know you're watching this from the toilet. I'll be answering your comments from the toilet. We'll be having a nice little toiletception. It's like we're connected through the World Wide Web of apps. Before we dive into the meat and potatoes of the video, let's go over the gear. Gear for the video, you saw the flak jacket. You saw the flak jacket, rocking this bad boy. Nothing too crazy. It's always a good M81 vibe. I love that thing. And then we're running my Crye Precision Battle Belt. And then this Fireland holster. I know you probably haven't seen this one before. So we're rocking the hood on here. It looks very cop-ish, but I like rocking the hoods on my Safarilands. And this one fits my Aimpoint Acro better. My other multicam holster doesn't fit it as well. But I like having the hood on here because it just makes it harder for someone else to get your gun. You know, end of the world happens. Some crackhead might try and steal your gun, but at least you can maybe retain it for a little bit longer before they shank you in the eye. So, all right. Nothing too crazy. Here's the S-Tac mag pouches, HSGI stuff. Cool. Now, all right, let's get into the sponsor for this video. So our main sponsor for this video is going to be Guard Dog Body Armor. Now, Guard Dog Body Armor, they are sponsoring. They sent me some stuff to look at. So what they sent me this plate carrier right here. This plate carrier goes for $125 on their website. This thing alone, for the price point they're selling it at, it's not terrible. It actually kind of offers a decent amount of options. I think it's one of those plate carriers where if you have the funds and you need like a spare plate carrier to give to like someone in your family doesn't care about collecting guns, I'd be like, here, throw this on, dummy. You should have bought some more stuff. I'm rocking some of their level 4 ceramic plates in my Faro Concept Slickster right here. Now this is what I'm gonna wear when I look cool in the end of the world. But with a sponsor such as a body armor sponsor, they're paying me, but it's not for me to say, hey, their armor is the best, wear it. They're paying me to mention their name, okay? So do your research, search these companies. If it's something that you're gonna wear on your body that's gonna be potentially stopping a bullet, make sure you do your research. Real quick, we're gonna look at the Highpoint carbine. You saw me chuck this off the cliff. And I managed to shoot a little bit after. If you're wondering what happens when you sneeze in a ball club, you just found out. All right, so we're gonna see if this still shoots. There goes nothing. Or maybe I have better Highpoint luck than Grantham does. Either way, the Time Guild and the Time Warrior Society, this is their go-to weapon as far as using it to a duty capacity. They, I know for certain, being part of the Time Guild, that they opt in for these type of weapons, okay? So with that being said, what's my relationship to Highpoint? I don't know, you probably don't know I exist. So I'm probably the lowest point of their day. And it feels really good when you can just shuck a gun without any cares in the world. So actually really fun gun to shoot. I mean, it's like, I like shooting carbines and 9mm. They do make for a good time to shoot. You know, very low recoil. Can that thing touch the MP5? No, that thing will never be able to touch the MP5. Like if the MP5 and that thing were like, had a soul, I'd be like, don't look at the MP5. But what that thing is good at is it's like a really fun, like, it's like a really fun, you know, plinking gun if you had spare 9mm, but unfortunately, 9mm is not as spare as it used to be, and this serves a really weird function. I mean, it's just one of those guns you can beat the shit out of, and if as long as you're not using it in harm's way, you can be okay. You know what I mean? So, all right.
Do I need to pick it up again?
No, you can leave it, it's fine.
Okay.
All right, so now we're gonna look at the Modlight PL350. Now this is something that I am excited about. This is something that I was monitoring closely. I missed the initial drop and I found another company to go through to buy one of these. Oh, it's on. All right, so what this is gonna be, initial thoughts and opinions, quick observations on the PL350. Essentially, my initial thoughts is I do like it, but there are some things that leave me wanting on the setup. So the biggest thing, the biggest negative and the biggest drawback, and I'm not sure for the context, I'm not sure the R&D, I'm not sure the engineering that went into this, I'm not sure how the manufacturing, because I would like to refer back to me being a big chimp. So take this all with a grain of salt, but I really wish there was momentary on the gun, okay? I love Modlight, I love their products. They do some weird stuff in the gun industry when it comes down to like relationships and business relationships. I will say that. It's fine, I bought this with my own money because I'm a fan of their product, right? They do some good work. This thing's bright as hell, you know what I mean? There it is. You know, it's broad daylight and it's still pretty bright. Due to our timing, you know, our personal lives, our families, sometimes it's tough to get out and film at night. But this is something that I was training and dry firing at night with, and practicing to sweep down as opposed to our beloved Surefire where you just push the button and you can have that momentary on. That's probably one of my favorite things about Surefire is that momentary, just quick pressure. Not having that with the PL350, because I've done so much work with the Surefire X300, not having that momentary where I do have to sweep down, to me is a drawback. And just to be clear on everyone on the same page, when I'm talking about sweeping down, I am meaning like, all right, you sweep down to activate the light, right? Or on the Surefire, you can just push this knob right here, you can just push it and then the light's gonna turn on, okay? To me, that's the biggest drawback. It's not the end of the world, and hopefully when they release their next body, they update it. I know they've been having some issues where people's lights were acting funky. It's been an issue for them, okay? So I mean, this is the Gen 1. Then again, I go back to me being a fan of Modlight, of their product. I every day carry a offhand OKW head in like an offhand position because I think it's a great defensive white light. And it works really well. As well as I can swap it out with, say, the head of a Surefire dual fuel light, and I can run that on, say, a gun with an LPVO. So a lot of, you know, dynamicism, right? The big tactical words when you want to switch stuff around. To me, that's exciting. Everything else about this light is actually pretty cool. I really like that it's rechargeable batteries. You know, for guys that are doing duty use, military, law enforcement, where you're going to be burned through batteries all the time. When you go in your trainings, or civilians, when you go shooting a lot, for guys that do dump thousands and thousands of rounds, especially in low light settings, you're gonna burn through CR123s pretty quick. This is gonna be that, this is the 18350. This is a pretty sick little rechargeable light. It does come with a charger and everything like that. And what I do like about this, what I think is very impressive, is the fact that you can change the battery without ever having to take the flashlight off. So all I gotta do is unscrew the PLH V2 head, or PLV, no, it's the PLH V2, yeah. So you just unscrew the PLH V2 head on here and you could swap out the batteries. To me, that's wicked cool, as opposed to the Surefire, where you have to take the white light off the gun and you can access the batteries in the rear, okay? Now, it's just one lithium ion battery in the PL350, as you saw. So they designed this to fit with Safariland holsters. It just dropped into one of my holsters relatively easy. So, I mean, clicks in, locks in, it's not coming out, stays in there with the gun. I didn't tighten it down enough. All right, as far as inside the waistband stuff goes, you're gonna need a custom-made holster. Companies are out there starting to make custom-made holsters. I got a guy who's making me a holster. Sadly, by the time this video is gonna air, I will have it, but at the time of this video, I don't, but we'll give him a quick shout out. It's gonna be Traditional Arms. They're smaller Kydex guys on Instagram. We all know the big Kydex people in the game. Battery life, stuff like that, I don't know, read the brochure. I am just giving you my initial thoughts and opinions. I, yet again, love the output and the light power, LOL. I love the power and the candela. So is a Modlight PL350 going to be worth it? The price tag is sitting around $330-ish for this particular setup, which is pretty expensive for a weapon light that goes onto a pistol. What's nice about this is that you can cross compatibility it with the Modlight heads. You know, I can throw a Surefire dual fuel head on there.
Gentlemen, another sponsor of this video is going to be Fake Mask USA. They are an excellent way to do some chaotically neutral shenanigans. If you're not a big fan of mask mandates, ironically like me, then you can go ahead and snag one and send a message that way. Marine Corps veteran owned, their claim to fame, 100% breathable, 100% compliant fake masks for working and travel. Get you on an airplane anywhere in the big liberal cities. You can bypass all these mask mandates. Admin for 10% off your entire order. Yet again, that is going to be admin, all caps, for 10% off your entire order. FakeMaskUSA2.com.
Price tag is steep. The quality is, you know, it's Modlight quality with the output. My biggest gripe is, of course, is with the body. There's no momentary, and I don't like the hex key. I'm not a fan of having a hex key to screw on to this weapon. I know it allows for good retention, but the problem is that a hex key is not very convenient to carry out when you're like to a duty capacity, whether in the military, in the field, law enforcement on the road. Might be a little bit easier because like cops have patrol cars, but a civilian, you know, out hiking, you're gonna have to carry an X key or a hex key with you. Not a big fan of that. I do like having, if anything, just a simple flathead screw like on a Surefire. So I wish they would have taken some more pages from Surefire's book. Maybe they have like a patent issue where they have to watch out for. I don't know. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. That's the thing. There are things that maybe I'm not in the know about and I'm just talking out of my ass, right? So that's my worry. So I want to circle back to take it all with a grain of salt. Do your own damn research. You're here for the good times and the memes and the big chimpin' vibes. Yeah, so I tried it and we can try it in yours real quick, yeah. All right, so we'll try it. It's a little sweaty. We'll try it in the camera guy's holster. His is compatible with a Acro in a X300. It's very snug and doesn't look like it's going in all the way. But it can get in there. All right, very tight like a tiger. I just wanted this to be a quick look at it. I was very excited. I was one of those guys that was like hopping on the hype train for it. I know some guys were more skeptical, and they had the right to be, because we started seeing some QC issues coming down from end users when these lights became public. All right. That's the Modlight PL350. That's a quick Big Chimp look. Modlight, if you see this video, I can't stop you from watching. You already got it too deep in at this point. So hey, welcome to the channel. This is where we do Big Chimp things and we make memes and your dreams come true. Gentlemen, if you enjoyed this video, if you enjoy the channel, tell your mom about me. I would love to hear from her. If you want to support the channel in any way, shape, or form, Patreon's an excellent source to support the channel, as well as merchandise. I'm working on getting some more merchandise going, especially some warmer clothing for the cold months ahead, which is hard to imagine when you live in Arizona, because I'm really sweating my my life away over here. And that's it. That's all I got for you guys. You guys have a great day. Yet again, going back to the like tell your mom about me thing. I'll get out of here. You guys have a good one.